And good evening all. Welcome back to another playthrough live and exclusive here to twitch.tv. I am your host, Wishbone, for the remainder of the evening, and the chat box is over in that direction. Get your comments in there already. We've got Chris JT1995 in there saying, and we are so back. Indeed, we are. So, we are deep in the destroyed town, and we are getting ready to get things going, rocking and the rolling. How have you all been so far? Today's been kind of busy for me in a very lackadaisical kind of way. I've been observing a lot and taking things easy. Oh, we have some loot. And we got a nugget of perovskite. Looks like a weapon upgrade, that. Perovskite. I've no idea. I honestly could not tell you. Well, now that I've got that, I'll quickly save my game again because I can. So, as I say, what we're doing here is we're going to carry on our quest through in Final Fantasy XIII. We have been doing quite a lot. We're in the Urba village proper. Dust to Dust, this chapter is called. Very ominous indeed. There's another fal'Cie there, so we'll see if we can do that quest in a moment. But first of all... Oh, I wasn't quick enough, damn it. Ooh, this could be awkward. Right, let's quickly...
You're gonna squirm.
Oh yeah, it's low on health. If we can rinse that one quickly, that'll make things much easier.
You're gonna squirm.
Yep. All I need here is everyone to be fired, and then we'll be able to switch into all-out assault mode, and that will be enough to win this. Because DPS damage is very high when we're in this mode. If you can make sense of those numbers, you're a better person than I am. I'll tell you that much for free. In terms of making sense of the numbers, though, well... I think we're going to have to discuss it, aren't we? We're going to have to discuss what might be a bigger letdown than the PlayStation 5 Pro announcement. Actually, I'm not sure it's that bad, let's be fair here. But Nintendo Switch 2 was announced today. And I will say that I'm not that impressed, to be honest. Not impressed in the slightest. Meanwhile, we need to catch it. We need to take out the Cetorosaur somewhere in the proper... The Time Worm Ghost. Could the Cerators be the ones who've done it? And then we'll see what we can do. Okay, cool. We'll take our mission on. Yes, the Nintendo Switch 2. It's been announced, and there's quite a few flops with it. The first of which I have to ask is, why is there a Japan-only, region-locked, language-locked version, which is about $200 cheaper? Okay, yes, you can't... Well, you don't know Japanese and you can't play games outside the Japanese region, but if you are from Japan, that's not going to be a problem, is it? So why is it not parity with the world? The fact that also the specs of the console, from what I've heard, are barely any better than the PlayStation 4. Now bear in mind, the PlayStation 4 is 10 years old this year. So, to have tech that's a decade out of spec is a bit poor. Especially when we already have the Steam Deck and the lesser useful PS Portal. Oh, we have a cutscene here.
Which is your house?
I'll carry on my rant in a minute.
What do you mean, which is ours? All of them. They're all ours.
Yep. Everyone in the village lived together.
One big happy family?
One heck of a lot of places to hang your hat.
We're back.
And that's some kind of ruined railway by the looks of it. Yep, here we are, Oerba, in Grand Pulse. And again, this gives me like the kind of destroyed Fisherman's Horizon kind of feel to it. This is what this makes me think of. Of course, Fisherman's Horizon was solar panels.
Do you want to take a look around?
We'd better. Gotta find something to help us lose these brands.
That's not the only reason we're here. You're finally home. Make the most of it.
So yes, Chris, that's another point I was going to get to. Yes, the third-party software lineup is decidedly last gen. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is a fantastic title. It's a great game. But to have that as your initial title and not Rebirth, or even a package of the pairing, is very much behind the time, it must be said. There's also the fact that we don't have any real modern tech console games either. For example, Cyberpunk 2077, that came out in 2020. Even Elden Ring is 2022, so there's nothing current gen, really. Which is a hard sell for a console, which is going to cost nearly £500 here in the UK. That's PlayStation 5 money. Now, yes, you are getting a console you can use both at home and elsewhere. No doubt about that. That would not be disputed. But, as I mentioned before, the Steam Deck can play games potentially at a higher fidelity than even the PS5. And you can play that anywhere you want as long as you've got the games. It seems somewhat of a redundant approach, shall we say. Oh, much more damaging. That is definitely the way to damage it. Let's go with Commando Saboteur. There's another issue with the software. They've announced what looks like a rather intriguing tech demo that you have to pay for. Sony had an interesting tech demo for the PlayStation 5. It was a fascinating little game called Astro's Playroom. And Astro's Playroom was so well liked, so successful, it spawned another game called Astro's Adventure, which was Game of the Year, beating out the likes of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and the likes of Elden Ring, and the likes of Cyberpunk and everything else. As you say, Chris, swing and a miss. Best way to describe it. Massive, massive miss. It makes me wonder what they were thinking. The big problem I have, though, is that they've announced the new Mario Kart game. And it's going to come bundled with the console if you buy the bundle. If you don't, it's £75 physical. So we're talking almost $100. If that ends up succeeding, that is going to spell the death knell for console gaming. Because there's absolutely no way that Microsoft or Sony will not follow suit if that happens. So I really, really hope that players vote with their wallets and simply say no. Because if they don't, we could very well be in the darkest times for games consoles. It could be... won't be quite as bad as 1982's video games crash. That would be beyond hyperbolic. But it would be in the ballpark as bad. Yeah, I've heard that it was the other way around. I've heard that digital was cheaper. But obviously with digital you have the drawback of the fact that it can be, well, taken away from you. And the bundle... yeah, $50, it's obviously that makes it more attractive. But not by much.
Bhakti!
Friend of yours?
It's Wally.
Yeah. You're okay. I was worried. Huh?
He wanted to say goodbye.
He's not ready for the scrap heap just yet. Bit worse for wear, yeah. Nothing I can't fix. Just need to track us down some parts.
So we have a fetch quest for parts for this little robot. Okay, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix a cute little robot. Let's get to it. I mean, $80 for a whether it's physical or digital. That's still a lot of money for a Mario Kart game. And again, Especially for a Mario Kart game that's on a console, which is not going to be much more powerful than a PS4. That for me is the problem. It's the fact that, once again, Nintendo seems to have got a console which is underpowered and overpriced. That's a big issue with their games development. It's what they've done for years. What does it mean by micro SD express cards? Are they basically changing the express cards? Are they changing the SD cards? Because if they're like making the SD cards not compatible with any of the previous formats, then that's a bit of a douche move, to say the least. I know that one of the things they've also said is that any upgrades to Switch 2 for Switch software is going to be purchased. And that's following on from Sony, who've done that recently with some of their games. Some of their games have had paid upgrades, which has been very, very disappointing for fans. Fans have been very annoyed by it. That's it. Devastation. I've just seen the health is rather low, but I'm gambling on being able to out DPS it. And it worked. That was a gamble and a half, but it paid off. Yeah. The Nintendo Switch camera, which is going to be being compared to the iToy. I mean, ever since the Kinect crashed and burned for Microsoft Xbox One, who has honestly gave a toss about having a camera for the console? Seriously, when has that ever needed to be a thing? Say the burn of the legendary Kinect on the Xbox One, which was an $80 inclusion that you couldn't avoid. You had no choice. You had to have it. And that one, it's something like the Titanic. That it just was not popular at all. I mean, the Xbox One, that's a whole different kettle of failure. Yeah, a bit disappointing star-wise, but hey-ho, we managed to win the... Oh. I got a weird static sound then. I don't know if that was part of the game or not. Oh, that's why it won't let me open. There's an enemy there. That's... I was like, why can't I open the chest? Why can't I get the loot? Ah, so the static sound was on the broadcast as well. I'm not sure what caused that. Certainly not my game. I'm a bit perplexed by that, to say the least. Don't look at me. Don't turn around. Don't start spotting me. That's not cricket. You can't do that. Except I've got no choice in the matter because he's going to spot me as well. Try and take out the Seeker quickly. Ow. Excellent, that's good. I'm going to try devastation mode, see if we can do a lot of damage quickly. And the answer is yes, we can. But it's probably not going to be as effective as all-out attack. Yeah, those prices you posted in the chat there, Chris, sound like a whole expensive load of nothing to me. It's a very, very... I say, it's disappointing for me. I'm clearly not the target audience for it. I've seen mixed reactions online. A lot of people were disappointed. And people are comparing it to the launch of the Nintendo, it was either the DS or the 3DS, which basically apparently came down, there was demand to put it in price, and it ended up not quite happening. So I think for the price, I'd rather get a second-hand Steam Deck, or even get a brand new Steam Deck. If I got a Steam Deck, I'll be able to play my current library at a very, very high quality, anywhere I liked. I fail to see how that's a bad thing. Yeah, I wanted him staggered immediately. No messing around. It's rare we can get the stagger. Oh, well that's irritating. Nice one, Fang. Thank you. I mean, that sounds like typical marketing BS, that, doesn't it? It's a case of we're going to allow this if you've done a certain amount of things with us. Obviously, they're targeting their existing player base, which I can understand from a marketing perspective, but it's also very insular. You think that aiming for a new audience is the way to succeed. That would have been my perspective, personally. But I'm not working for Nintendo. My opinion doesn't matter. So by beating an enemy, we got a trochoid gear. So we need to go hunting enemies, basically, and some of them will have them. That's rather inconvenient. Let's look at that beautifully rendered sea. I mean, it might look a bit last gen, but it's not that bad, actually. It looks kind of cool. Yeah, that's, I say that's kind of standard for quite a lot of companies. Try and get the... But yeah, you have to wonder if that means they're appealing to a closed audience. And it's not the smartest move when you think about it. Oh, there's a mark here. This might be one of the quests. Right, I better find out what makes these tick. Right, they have weaknesses fire and what appears to be poison, I think.
Keep out of this. Thank you. On your knees.
Yep, this is a problem. Healing is the issue here. If we're not careful, we're all going to die.
This'll be quick.
Yep, I said all going to die. Well, at the moment, lightning's close to perishing.
We survive.
Oh, that'll help.
This'll be quick. This'll be quick.
We're not having much luck here at the moment. Right, what I might do is switch to Devastation if I can get a bit more healing and play. I'm gonna go for it. Here we go. Yeah, we've lost a member. Well, that's gonna help. It's the sheer amount of turns, that's the problem.
This'll be quick.
Lightning's gonna die, yeah, there's nothing I can do.
This'll be quick.
There's too many enemies. There's simply too many. There are too many. We can't win. This battle's not winnable.
This'll be quick. Cheers. This'll be quick.
I came into the battle with haste and everything, but there's just too many enemies. Oh, bollocks to this. Go all out. If we're gonna die, let's go down fighting. Oh, so close. Almost got it.
How can it end like this?
Simply because they gave far too many enemies that you can't possibly avoid. You can't possibly avoid them. It's not possible. There's too many enemies. And I can't even do anything about it because I can't raise anything in terms of healing because the stats aren't good enough. See, our Shed Protect and Veil and Vengeance is ridiculous. Let's have a look, see if there's anything. I mean, that a little extra HP boost could be useful. Ideally, I want something that's a bit better in terms of actual damage resistance. Extra HP is fine, but that's not ideal. I want actual defense against physical. See, that's a 10% resistance to physical. Still not ideal. 10%'s not that great. No, there's nothing else there. That's disappointing. Let's try the additional HP. Right, you've got a spare slot, so that's going to come in handy. Fire damage plus 20%, that could really be useful. Yeah. Right, lightning resistance is not much use here, so... give you an extra HP boost while we're at it. Try that. See if that does any better. Right, this is helpful.
Thanks.
Well, that made a difference. That made a massive difference. Ineffable fluid and a strange fluid. And hey ho, we've also completed and got the giant's glove. Whatever that does. Excellent. What's really weird about that is that I did the thing that increased HP, and then found that afterwards I was like, oh, yeah, cool. So now I need to try and remember what I had equipped, and I can't remember what it was. Strength plus 100. I know I should have that. I know I was going to have that. I'm going to go with a giant's glove for now. Here's Mithril Bangle I gave you. There it is. Warrior's Wristband, you can have that. And there's others to give the others at some point, which I need to do. You can show how I've got a straightforward playing style, which is sometimes useful, other times not so. So it was a bit of a frustrating battle at first. I just got lucky the second time and actually managed to get the drop on him. It just shows how having the initial advantage can be absolutely critical to have any chance. That's right, stay in the air. Excellent. Oh. I don't know what loot I got them. I was not paying attention because I am an imbecile. Ooh, what's down here? Enemies. That's what's down here. And I don't know what other enemies I can get the drop on by the looks of it. Yeah, I was right. Right, for this, stay in bully mode. As we get into bully mode, we can get some increased spells, and that'll make a big difference. Ooh. What we really need here is to quickly get the barrier down, and then switch to the devastation mode. So I just need you to do vigilance. Okay, now we're going for it. As you can see how with that barrier up, it's incredibly difficult to attack. It causes a lot of damage. As much as I don't want to do this, I've got no choice but to go for the DPS, because we've got to be fast. You can see the DPS damage is quite high. Oh. This was killing him before, now it's giving us nothing. I was getting loads more damage out of them. And also, why has Fang's still not been depoisoned? It should have gone off by now. I'm deeply disappointed by this. I'm disappointed by the damage output.
Turn the tide.
Why are you being so tanky? We did it. We took you out easily before when we put you into physical mode. Seems like it seems like there's no consistency to the combat for some reason with this anima.
Turn the tide.
Oh, I can't be bothered. Just kill him. Get that barrier down. I don't care what it takes. Stagger the fucker. Right, just rinse him. Hit him with everything. That's more like it. Oh, Saz, you imbecile. Sorry, dude. You missed your cue. You're not getting any reward for that fight. Luckily, it's been revived for free, so it's not too bad. Alright, what's this? Yay, the aspheric lens. So we need to find the kind of like purple pink markers, and that gives us some more information. I keep getting prompts to examine something, and then it's not actually letting me examine it though. What's all that about? So what I mean? You just gave me an examine point, and then when I tried to click it, it won't let me do it. Ah, model of cocoon defaced with what assumes are derogatory scribblings. Okay. Just deface the world, why don't you? Ah, we can't walk down that. What about back here? No, nothing. Interesting. Okay. Now we're in some kind of rooftop garden. Even amidst this desolation, flowers and their pollinators thrive. Only the region's human inhabitants appear to have vanished. Yes, so nature has reclaimed the world, people. That's the metaphor we're going here. A Moogle puppet. Moogle! Yay!
Flowers to greet us.
Tuh. And Pleiades high powers, which are clearly a weapon for SARS. Question is it better than the jewelers? I don't know. That's something called Paper Tiger. Increased physical damage but will leave you with high recoil, leaves you vulnerable. He's a mage. Why do I want to use something that increases his physical and makes him less useful in battle? Why would I do that? It's like trying to give Aerith materia to be an East End thug in Final Fantasy VII. It just doesn't work. Also... I thought the music had failed them. Nope, nothing here. Let's keep on going. We've got a save point, so something's bound to happen in a moment. Out of curiosity then, what does the Moogle puppet do as a modification tool? Say if I wanted to upgrade one of the accessories, for instance, like, I don't know, the... Say I wanted to increase the... What's the one that Lightning's got equipped? It needs 2,000 to level up. The Moogle puppet is 1. Right, in that case, I'm not going to use that. Apparently you can sell it for a premium. We're not going to get rid of that then. That's a bad idea. We don't want to do that. Yes. So there's some decent... Like, those particle accelerators are very good, but we need to save them for when we've got the multiplier for weapon upgrades. And so I now had a chance to play this in my downtime, so I now had a chance to do any like offline grinding or upgrading. These carts seem to be coming in wherever, functioning both to move materials and as a mode of personal transportation. Or as we now call them, e-scooters. Ugh. How I hate e-scooters. I'm not sure this is a battle I want to have against 3 of these. They're very, very, very tanky enemies. The problem is I don't think I'm going to be able to sneak by them. I'm going to try it out. However, I think there might be something down there that we need. Not sure though. Say by themselves they're quite tanky. I really don't want to fight 3 of them. I hate enemies that are very, very tanky when they're all in one spot. It just gets very, very frustrating. It's just not my style. Now we're back on the... Is this the train line that we were originally coming through at the start of the game? When everyone was being taken by train? Is that what we're going for with this? We have a flame bane brooch, so if there's any enemies that use fire around here, this is definitely going to be useful. Meanwhile, we found the metal plate. There are 2 parts that remain. Now, I get the feeling it's not the same train line since we jumped down to Grand Pulse, but it could well be a sign that technology carried upwards, if you know what I mean. Because technology clearly did quite advance in different areas. Well, that's helpful. Oh, someone just used frog status, but I don't think it did anything, luckily. Yeah, we're on Grand Pulse. We were on Cocoon. Let's not forget that's where both Vanille and Fang came from. See, Ruin and Ruin Gar really makes a big difference with these guys. Absolutely rinses them. But that was disappointing. Still got a Seath turn out, so it wasn't too bad. Now the question is, are any of these parts going to be back here? Or are they going to be back in the town? Because I don't want to leave the quest unfulfilled with the little Wally robot. I was thinking he was facing the wrong way, and I should have gone for him. Perfect. We want to get this quickly into this barrier because it is the one thing that made a big difference. Now we just got to hit it with everything we've got. Just going to quickly try devastation mode. No, that's barely done anything. Oh, that's why he somehow reset the stagger bar. His stagger bar wasn't even empty. No wonder he was being such a tanky guy in the last fight. How did he manage to reset his stagger bar? You have to go through hell to get it staggered, and you can just say, "No, I'm not being staggered anymore." That's a very poor mechanic. That game shouldn't be able to do that. Good evening, Avian. Just seeing you jump into the chat there, saying you finally made it, but you've got problems. Right at 3, right at work. It's, they say, always finds ways to get in the way, but how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We were having a conversation earlier about the Nintendo Switch 2 and how it's somewhat of a disappointment in terms of what's been equipped for it. The taming pole. Well, while the strength goes down from 1001 to 925, that might be one that's worth upgrading. So I might look to see if I can do that. And say, Avian, if you had the chance, by the way, check out Chris JT 1985's stream from last night. He had a nice little stream of Kingdom Hearts 2. A lot happened. It was well worth watching. And of course, speaking of that, this week, slight change in the schedule. On Friday evening, Chris will be streaming live here on good old Twitch, doing more of the Spyro Reignited trilogy. I will be back on Saturday evening, being joined by my friend Nerdy Hound, as we return to Springfield and carry on our play of The Simpsons Hit and Run. This box appears to have controlled a railroad switch. Though rusted, it would likely break if forced. Okay, then force it. See what happens. Are you going to fight me? Come on then. Come on then. I'm right here. Come on. I'm here for the taking. Come on. I'm literally not moving. Finally. Like a Mexican standoff. Get your hands in the air. My hands are in the air. Get your hands in the air. My hands are in the air. No, Fang, they're gonna die, actually. We came this way, I think. And so this calm music feels very out with the situation at the moment. But yeah, this is going to be an annoying fight because we can never get the drop on those guys. We can never get a drop on the arm creatures. They always get in the way. The Seekers, that's what they're called.
Keep out of this.
Seeing Seeker makes me think of a different game.
Thanks.
If you know, you know.
You're going down. You're gonna swerve.
You're kind of glad you didn't go out and rush out for the Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, it's on pre-order, isn't it, Chris? And you can get it by pre-order if you've got, like, existing heritage with Nintendo's network or something. So from what I've seen, it's not that great. It looks like it's going to be about, as I said before, the same sort of power as the PlayStation 4, which is a decade-old tech, so it feels somewhat underpowered and overpriced. In a many way, that was like the Nintendo Switch, but at least the Switch has the novelty of being able to be used in different areas, and I suppose the Switch 2 does as well. It just doesn't feel like an upgrade. Yes, if you've been a Nintendo Switch Onliner for 2 years, you have a chance of getting into the pre-order. Yeah, cool. Enjoy. And we've got some 8th Soul, which is nice. So out of curiosity then, one thing I want to quickly check. I'm going to see if this new weapon of Fangs, see if I can upgrade it to a decent level. See what the stat boosts are. Because it might be worth it. Might be in the keyword. It was this one, the Taming Pole. The offensive power apparently is limited though, so that's something to bear in mind. Yeah, no new consoles for you, Anna. You'll stick with what you got. That makes perfect sense. I'm gonna gamble on something here. No. Ah, that's not worked. Okay, never mind. So down here we have, where are they? Particle accelerators. Yes, because the Chobham armor is pretty good. The needle valves may. That's not bad actually. The Tesla turbine, that's pretty good. However, the one I want to use are the particle accelerators. Because 2 of them gives her 12,000 boost. So if we use 2, let's see what we get. It's gone up to level 16 in one move. And considering the analog circuits are worth that much, the Tesla turbine is worth that. Yeah, Tesla, not Tesla, Tesla. I mean, of course, Teslas at the moment are they persona non grata? I don't know. You tell me, people. And there we go. So that's gone up to level 17. I'll see if this is worth keeping, because it might not be. It might be one where we reload this. Yeah, see, the strength is very slightly dropped by only 5, but the magic is significantly improved. So I'm going to keep it. I mean, it's more about the person behind Tesla, but I agree on that point, Avius. Yeah, I can see why, Chris. I can definitely see why. Oh, cutscene.
Ragnarok. Come, day of wrath, O pulseless sea. Embrace thy fate, thine home to burn, that fallen souls might bear our plea to hasten the divine's return. O piteous wanderer, Ragnarok, make of this day a brave epoch. Deliver the divine Ragnarok.
What are you doing here?
Sarah. How did you...
Yeah, why do I get the feeling this is going to go wrong?
For you to open your eyes. All the time I was asleep, I knew what was happening. I kept trying to think up a way to save Cocoon. Together.
Sarah?
You get it now. There are no gods with miracles to save us. No matter where you look. That's why we have to call one. Destroy Orphan. We'll save the world.
Stop it!
You can't do that. You love me too much. You do, don't you, Claire?
Oh, for fuck's sake, I called that. I said, what's your name? Is something stupid like Claire.
Listen, we are all shooting for the same goal here.
Really?
And the result of that is this.
You son of a bitch!
I mean, Snow, good try, mate.
Betray your fal'Cie to chase after dreams and shadows. The world you claim to wish to protect now faces the end of days, with no hope of salvation.
I didn't think fal'Cie had the means.
Oh, it won't be fal'Cie who destroy her. For centuries now, Cocoon has provided generously for its human inhabitants every want and need. Coddled them, one might even say. The result being their deep-seated fear and hatred of change and all things alien. Fed, nurtured, and ready to detonate at the slightest spark. The seeds of destruction take root, even now.
What did you do to Cocoon?
I resigned, appointing Reigns as Primarch in my stead.
Reigns? He's alive?
The puppet is restrung to serve my needs, yes. Its eyes had long since turned to glass. Of course, the cavalry's eyes will see our friend as nothing more than a traitor to their cause. They'll say the fal'Cie got to him too, or some such drivel. And imagine, when I spread word that it's Orphan tugging at his strings, what happens next?
You gonna use the cavalry to take the thing out?
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'll feign the howling of Pulsian wolves and let the fear-addled sheep slaughter themselves first. Either way, the end is at hand. But what of yourselves? Will you enjoy the festivities beside me? Or perhaps...
Reach the end here, in the land where it all began.
Oh, here we go. I had a feeling that might happen. Yes, so once again I'm ahead of the script, people, by calling something that I shouldn't have. That's ridiculous. Wow. So physical and magic do normal, but elementals are halved. In this case, I think what we need to do is try and get our bully statuses up and then keep on trying to hit it as much as we can. Here we go, I guess. Hey, did we... it's only got 3.2 million health, people. That's fine. It'll be easy. I'm gonna need to do something about that laser soon. I'm gonna need to help Saz. I need to quickly switch back to protection just to help Saz because his health is dropping. Not sure what his reasons for attacking Saz are, but it seems to be working. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Just right now we've got protect up. Let's go for it. Yeah. Almost like it changed style then, but it's not gonna... There we go. Now it's staggered. Let's hit it. Problem is, even as the damage we're doing is pretty high, we're not quite doing enough from what I'm seeing. It's going to be one of those fights, this. I think it's going to be a difficult one. We're going to need to switch back to healing at some point. I've got to be... It's very much a numbers game. Quite literally. Now's the chance. Quickly sort out Fang's health. Okay, go. Right, I'm going to need to do a couple of his shooters here.
Learn your place.
Bring it on.
Fulfill your focus.
Oh, that's why. I wonder why I couldn't do anything. I've realised why. I can't do anything because he's silenced us. There's nothing I can do. The battle's over.
Bring it on.
The battle's over. There's nothing I can do. Oh, I can use items, oddly enough. That's useful.
Destroy the world that despises you.
This is so lame. That could be the end if we're not careful. Right. Luckily I was able to have the right mode then. Right, like Saz, get all the things up again, will you?
I'll deal with you. This battle is ours. Bring it on. Bartandalus.
I'm getting really irritated by that move now. It shouldn't have access to all these status moves at the same time. It shouldn't. It's not balanced. That's death, I think. Oh, maybe not. She might have got away with it. Yeah, that's all right. Right. I don't care about the.
Pitiless the sea.
Follow my lead.
Yeah, your stagger bar's getting frozen, mate. Right, now that we've got a chance, try again. I was going to say, why wasn't that staggering him? Need to quickly go into protection to sort out Fang.
Bring it on.
That's not what I wanted.
Bartandalus.
There we go.
I'll deal with you.
Save your precious snow. Then you conquer despair.
Thank you.
Okay, let's keep going. Interestingly, we might be doing more damage in bully form. Not what I expected that, but that could come in handy. Potentially. If we can get him staggered again, we have a chance. I'm fed up of all these status moves. And I'm really not a fan of that. I'm really not a fan of that move. Nothing I can do. I can't do anything.
Move on instinct.
I mean, don't get me wrong, status effects have been a thing in games forever, but I think sometimes, again, it's much like in Metaphor Fantasio. Status effects are overpowered for the enemies and not for the player. Status effects are far too powerful for the opposition. They always have been. And again, it's fake difficulty. I've said it for years. It's absolutely... It's not a challenge. It's not balanced. It's just irritating. Yeah, we can't make a battle interesting. I know. Let's just make it so that status effects ruin the player and don't do anything for them when they want to use them. That's a way. That's a way to make the player feel rewarded for putting the time in. I won't mind, but I'm not seeing anything that you can fight in this game. There's no ribbons. There's nothing like that. So unless you know in advance every move it's going to use. And guess what? I'm not playing your game with a guide. I'm not doing that. I don't see why I should have to. I shouldn't have to play a game using a fucking guide. Why aren't you using any moves? What the... Why is she not using any moves? Nothing I can do. We're dead. We're gonna die. There's nothing I can do because I can't use any of the paradigms. There's nothing I can do.
Bring it on.
So this is not balanced at all. This is really unbalanced. Oh, fuck off, you cunt. Fuck off. Just fuck off.
Not yet. Let's go.
Play dead space.
Every time I'm doing something. Every time. I can't change paradigms that quickly. They shouldn't be able to either. It's called it's called balance, and the game doesn't fucking have any. It's not got any balance at all.
Bring it on.
Once again, nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. Absolutely nothing I can do. can at least take care of that. I can do one thing.
Thank you.
Take down the enemy.
This is ridiculous. This is so imbalanced. Man, that's it. We're dead. We're dead. Because once again, it's put that stupid status online where she can't do anything.
Struggle in vain.
Like I say, there's nothing I can do.
Bring it on.
I owe ya.
Bring it on.
This is the least balanced boss I've fought so far in this game. It is not balanced at all. It is completely unbalanced. It's one of those where you need the guide before you go in. And I'm not, and I hate that. It's shit game design. It is really shit.
Bring it on.
I don't want to play with a guide. I shouldn't have to. It should be balanced and fair. And this is not. This is not remotely balanced.
Can you endure this?
See, if there had been any kind of hint that there was any kind of those statuses were going to be necessary, I'd have done something about it. But there wasn't.
I'll deal with you.
Not yet.
Bring it on.
The world waits your salvation.
I'm sure it does.
Try just begun.
Say, I hope you're all enjoying this really, really uninteresting commentary tonight. I hope you're really enjoying it. Because the game designers don't have a clue what they're doing. They really did not design this properly. It's not like you even have the option to, like, you know, because of the sheer pace of the fight. It's not like you can even say they're going to go into this phase, we'll change to this, we're going to go to this phase. You don't have that option.
I'll deal with you.
By the time you can get started on anything, you've got to go back to healing again. And the problem is, I'm going to be out of resources because of that move that stops me doing anything. There's nothing I can do.
Destroy the world with despises.
Thanks.
I think this is one of those fights where if you don't have 3 healers, you're screwed. It's the only way you can win this. You can't win without that, and again, that's lame. I don't want that party.
I'll deal with
There should be balance for everybody to be able to play the game your own way. It's like every time I come close to getting him staggered, I've been able to do that. It's just been really irritating. It's like it's fake difficulty. It's a total fucking fake. It's not fun. It's not engaging. It's not balanced. It's bullshit. It's not interesting.
Take down the enemy.
I say I've maxed out the Crystarium and it's not enough.
Not
I'm really, really unimpressed by this fight. I don't mind a challenging boss fight, I really don't. But it's when the challenge has to be balanced and has to be fair. I like it. I like a difficult fight when it's actually interesting. This has not been interesting. This has been fucking boring. It's been boring, it's been frustrating, and it's not been fun. And also, there's no need to give it 3.3 million health.
Destroy the world that despises you. You struggle in vain.
Managed to out DPS it. That's all that matters. 100,000 Christogen points is of value, and Goddess's favour, whatever that is. And hey, the Crystarium's now expanded.
Then I don't need it!
The time has come. Allow me to extend my invitation.
Oh, fuck
To
off.
save a people beyond salvation, there is only Ragnarok.
Well, then the devs really don't know what they're doing, Chris.
Release her from the pain.
Why could it have been even worse? I'm interested now. That shows they really didn't know what they were doing in that fight. Where's that save point before I do anything? And save the game. Old save from a while ago. Right, let's see exactly what we can get with the new Crystarium. We've got a load of points to spend. The question is, how expensive is it going to be? $10,000. Yes, they're all very, very expensive now. Extremely expensive. So we got 480,000, which means realistically we can do 150. About 170 a piece, so let's go with that. Mainfic Foom. Do you mean Doom? Mainfic Doom. Is that what you mean? Because yeah, that again, that's one way to make the fight engaging. Turn it into a DPS fight. We go back to 380,000 and then switch to another strategy. No, for me, I think it was likely to be the DPS that I was doing. I think that's what saved us. I think that was the way around it. Well, again, it's like it's irritating when it comes down to DPS checks. There's a move called Army of One there. I like the sound of that. And we've also got Fundaga at last. She's now got ultra high level magic. That's good. A devastating flurry of blows. Chain effect varies by situation. Nice. So it's basically like a version of Omni Slash, I think. Right, 280,000. So let's go to 180. That's magic up, and that's strength up. Right, okay. They're both good. Right, now I'm going to do 2 apiece on the others. No, it's fine. Copying from the hardback version of the guide. That's dedication, mate. No worries. We'll do 3 moves apiece here. Just hope for that. So it's a good thing that I had all the Crystallogen points that I did. Do another 3 on medic while we got the chance. Right, 40,000 left. That's 12. That's 18, so that's 30. Whereas that's 12 as well. And same there, right, but that's HP, so I can leave that one behind. So I'll have the magic plus from you. Strength plus from you. And then finally from you, and the HP plus. What would foam be, like a status or evil? Well, I suppose if one of the pipe members is a cat, then foam would be a serious problem. Oh, well, he's got 557,000 Crystarium points to spend. So the question is, 8,010... Right, I think with him I can go up to 400,000, then 250, 100, and then bounce them back. That's the way I'm going to do it. So I'm going to keep doing these until around about 400,000 Crystarium points. Right, we'll leave it there for now on that one. We'll go to Ravager. So around about 250,000 points. So we are very much in the menu management points of this stream, people. I do apologise. But we need to have all these skills that we can have as soon as possible. I'm just grateful that I didn't get the unlucky roll of the Doom. That would have been really, really irritating. Cold Blood. Ah, devastating volley of gunfire. Nice. Ah, perfect. That'll take him up to 251,000. Excellent. Okay. And then finally we have Synergist. Right, this one is Shell. Very nice. And that one's Protect. Even better. Yeah, you think that might have been a rage quit for you, Avian? Honestly, as I say, it was getting borderline, but we managed to make it through. Right, so we've got 100,000 points left to spend. So that's 12,000. So that'd be 30,000. Right, I reckon I can do that twice for each of them. 1 and 2. So for the countdown streams are back, people. 1 and 2. Oh, it would have been, Chris. You're not wrong. Had we got the roll for Doom, it definitely would have been a whole another level of rage. You're not wrong. You're spot on. I won't deny that. Right, this one's easy. 150,000 for each. So we want to go to about 300,000 for you. High wind? Oh, a catastrophic blast that clears chain gauges. Interesting. So, we've got Sid from Final Fantasy VII in the game, people. Ooh, Saboteur's yet to level up. WTF? The hell? Well, that's kind of irritating. She was a level 3 Saboteur. No wonder she was struggling with that output damage. Right, so you're going back to 150,000. I was about to say 200. If I realised, no, I'd be shortchanging her. And then finally, we want... I've over budgeted. I've gone too far. That's my fault. Right, we'll go for reprieve. I want that more than anything, because if that's what I think it is, that could be a very, very useful move. Yep, if HP is above a certain threshold, retain 1 HP when an attack would otherwise KO you. I'm guessing that's like if, for example, you've got 50% of your health and you get wiped by a move like Aerogar, for example. It'll bring you back from the other side. That's useful. So I do apologise for this, people. They don't make this easy. Right, 150,000 apiece for you, and then 50,000 in credit. That's my plan, so let's do it. I'd say it's also annoying that you can get access to this grid before the fight, because a lot of... looking at the amount of points I had to spend here, it would have been better to have the option. You know, just to be able to use them a bit more. They could have... That's one thing I will say about this game. In Final Fantasy X, you could literally grind forever and get ridiculous skills very early in the games. And while they've obviously rebalanced that here, I think they may have possibly gone too far in the restrictions. It could have been like maybe you could only get to, say, the first branch or the first 3 branches, maybe, of the next tree. I think that would have been more rewarding for the player. That would have been a bit more balanced, in my opinion. But I've said it before, my opinion doesn't matter. He's now got haste, which is great. Unfortunately, he is a bit of a glass cannon. And I've gone a bit too far on the spend for him, I think. Yeah, I have. No matter. Karaja. Not Karaga, Karaja. So we can get down to about the one more. And then they're 20,000, so they're too costly. But I can do 3 of these. The one for you. One for you. One for you. Are they all HP? No, that one's magic. You can increase your magic. Not long left now, people. Not long left, I promise you. Again, this is they obviously didn't design this game for people to be streaming it, so I can't criticise them for that. But this is why I don't like doing the menu management live. I'm really not a fan of it. We had 490,000, so we want to get to... I still reckon, realistically, 150 apiece. So that's 340. Sovereign Fist. Nice. Like a special move. A unique one. Right. 350, that'll do. Okay. So we want to get down to 200,000 approximately here. He's now got Blizzardia. Makes sense since he gets the Shiva Sisters as his Eidolon. Even though I've barely used the Eidolons, that's one thing I will say, I barely touched them. Maybe that says a lot about my playstyle. Okay, and then finally... Yep, Sentinel, that's the one. Get this down to about 50,000, and then from there we can start apportioning the remainder. I mean, some people are probably recommending guides that you go down a certain path and go to the end. A bit like that in Final Fantasy X when you think about it. Complete Tidus's, for example, sending down Aurons. Complete Yuna's, sending down Lulu. And while I understand and respect that, at the same time it's kind of annoying. Yeah, you can have 2 here. Then we will have the 1 here. And then the strength and the HP, considering he's a bit of a tank, so that makes more sense. And finally, Vanille. See, he's got the closest. Look at that, he's only got 457 Crystarium left. Everybody else has got thousands. He's like F1 levels running on fumes. And of course, speaking of F1, it's back this weekend. Oh yes. Looking forward to that. I'll be checking out where I can, because it's on very early in the morning here in the UK. 150,000 points for this one, so I want to drop down to about 350. Yep, 6 AM race start. I'll be watching that on the Sunday morning. Even though we'll be streaming the night before, it's fine. Looking forward to that. We've actually not played the Simpsons Hit and Run for a long time, me and Nerdy, so that's going to be good fun. And of course, we're watching your Spyro Reignited Trilogy stream on the Friday evening. Both of which will be starting at 8 PM GMT. Yeah, no, BST, sorry. I've reminded myself, and then I still got it wrong. 8 PM BST. We have gone forward an hour in time here in the UK. Even if my brain has not. My brain still has the hour back because I'm backwards. Yes, just to reinforce it, it's there in stars in the chat telling me I got it wrong, and you're absolutely correct. I did. Right. Yeah. I'm going to do one more forward. And then 150 on the next tree. Ah, nice one, Avian. You like the old hits and run, do you? I think it's been great fun to play. It's an interesting game. No way it'll ever get released on the likes of PlayStation Network or anything, no. It is stuck in licensing hell. I can't see any way to resolve all the licenses for that game. I really can't see it. Stop Gar, that's amazing. Right, so we've got 100,000 to play around with. So if that's 12 and 16, that gives us 28,000. Ah, so 3 of those. That'd be perfect. And then that'd get us onto this tower here. Yeah, I agree with Avian. It's more than likely worse with Disney being involved, because I could just see it being all over the place in terms of like who holds what character rights. And if any of the actors hold rights to their characters and everything else. I could see it being just absolutely nightmarish. Sideshows about The Simpsons. Well, they've already made Sideshow Bob. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Right, so we've now got... I'm guessing that's the way off the island, isn't it? But first, what's this? Oh, that's not a side quest. Oopsie.
So, this is the end of the rainbow, huh? Well, here's hoping the pot's full of tips on dealing with crackpot Fal'Cie.
You know, I don't remember this being here before. I guess it's new, huh?
Yeah, must be. I suppose it might be a record of what happened. You know, after we turned to crystal.
I don't like the others. You came back. That's what's interesting me, Vanille. Oh, look at those hands there. Look at the pixelation on them.
Cocoon, where the slaves of Lindsay dwell, is the enemy of all life fostered by Pulse's sacred hand. So our Fal'Cie determined Pulse's will, chose l'Cie, and gave them a focus. Become Ragnarok and bring about the end of Cocoon. And so the beast arose, defeated Lindsay's hateful Fal'Cie, and prepared to tear Cocoon apart. But her providence betrayed our l'Cie, draining Ragnarok of strength. Their focus only half complete, the l'Cie were taken to the enemy's land by Bartandalus, curse his name. And the goddess said, l'Cie who rest upon Cocoon will reawaken, however long they may wait. And Ragnarok will rise again, to tear the land from its seat in the sky. Her word is absolute.
Guess the jig is up.
Cocoon's done for, isn't it?
Yeah, don't sweat it. If we go ahead and smash Cocoon, you know some make is sure to roll up and save the day.
As long as Fal'Cie are around, this fight is never gonna end. So let's finish it. Let's get Daisley.
So what do we do about Orphan?
We help Orphan. What else can we do? If we can manage to keep it safe...
Another war breaks out somewhere down the road. We're l'Cie. It's not like we can make people stop fighting.
Lightning, you told me on Cocoon. It's not a question of can or can't. We just do it. That's our only choice this time. Maybe it won't do much. Maybe only one person will listen to us. But even then, isn't trying better than doing nothing?
Because ripples can make waves.
Okay, kids have gone crazy.
Revolutionaries always get cold crazy.
When I was on Cocoon, I wished on those fireworks. I wished to not let anything happen to Cocoon this time. But I shouldn't have wished for that. Wishes aren't enough. Prayers either. This time I'm making a promise. I will keep Cocoon safe. I promise. No matter what.
I guess it takes losing everything to make you see how much you have to fight for. Huh.
And we're the only ones who can do it, right?
Right.
Yep.
All right then. Let's tie up loose ends.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm guessing that's the way on to the next part of the game. Which also means I've still got the quest back here with the robot that I need to fix. As for the idea of being crazy enough to watch the Thomas the Tank Engine reboot, just don't. Do not mess with what you don't understand. Some things should be best left alone. I mean, your point about how it's Sir Topham Hatt these days rather than the original name, Chris. The interesting thing is that that was designed as a parody of the term Fat Cat, which was the reference to basically the people who privatised the railway. So it's odd that they find that offensive, because it wasn't actually referencing the physicality. It was more of a case of these people have ruined the network because they've been clawing at cash and being greedy. And no, don't go. Rule 34. If it exists on the web, you don't want to see it. Just leave it alone. Right, now that it's weak against all elements, let's hit it with some powerful moves. Although that's not helpful. That's extremely annoying. Nothing I can do here because I can't do anything. Oh, there we go. This thing's stubborn, it just won't die. And it won't get staggered either. It's one of those really annoying enemies. Couldn't stagger it and couldn't rinse it, but luckily we did enough to kill it quickly. So, could have been worse. So I want to go back to the town to see if I can find these missing parts for the robot. Because there was 2 more remaining, according to the dialogue. Ah, you want to fight me, do you? Okay. Alright. Let's go. Let's go, punk. Oh, well. Super nice try, I guess. Hey ho. Next. So you can definitely see here on these railway tracks the low-res nature of the graphics. But of course, for the time, the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, these were fantastic. Don't worry, we've gone away. We've gone away. It's fine. Here we go. Quietly leaving your area. You're not supposed to detect us. That's not the way it works. Just gonna try and get haste up. And get haste on everyone, it'll make things a bit better. And if he's gonna cast shell as well, that's worth doing. Right, now we got a chance. A lot of his attacks are magic based. Just seeing your comment there, Chris, about Thomas being kidnapped for justice. To say about that show in many ways was interesting. Yay, you managed to win. He's like, you are a very naughty engine. The disappointment in me is palpable, kind of thing.
Thanks.
Nothing personal. Just another battle.
So my brother used to watch that show all the time as a kid. Meanwhile, good evening, Queen. What have you missed? Oh, what have you missed? What have you missed indeed? Yes, you've certainly not missed the very irritating boss fight that was causing me to rage. Oh, no, 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 no. That totally didn't happen. Absolutely not. In terms of story-wise, the deception happened. Whatever his name was at the end of the railway. That's one, yeah, the big guy from Cocoon, can't remember his name. Forgettable antagonist, very forgettable. Fabulous, that's it. Thank you, Chris.
Say goodbye.
Yes, Claire's name, as we know, Lightning's real name, which I called as a joke right at the start, I believe. I remember saying to him, watch it now be something really stupid like Claire or Julia, and it turned out I was fucking right. I'm just like, seriously? Well, that went better than I thought it would, because I expected those enemies to be extremely annoying to fight together, because I imagined them to be incredibly tanky. What I'm trying to do is find the missing pieces for the robot of Vanille's. But I'm not seeing anything at the moment for it. So it must be further back in town. I was missing 2 pieces, basically. I think the thing with Snow, you have to understand though, it wasn't really connected to anyone, where it was clear that Sarah was Lightning's sister. I mean, to have a child called Sarah and the one called Lightning is voodoo at best. No one said a word about it, did they? They just went, hey Claire. Oh. It's like if anyone watched me play through Shin Megami Tensei 5. Right at the end of the game, a character reveals that they're this like, meant to be this representation of something extremely important in the world of like Hindu mythology and everything else, and it changed fucking nothing. It made 0 impact on the story. Knowing their real name made fuck all difference. And if you didn't watch me play SMT5, yeah, go and check out the archive streams on YouTube. Oh, right, we better sort that out. That's not good. Can't have lightning falling now. That would be very, very bad. Don't want that.
Keep a cool head.
Agree completely, Queen. You expected some kind of reaction, but no. It's a case of, yes, I guess you've always been called that. Okay. Cool. Anyway. So, I'm hoping there's going to be more of these items back in town, because if there isn't, then I've no idea where I'm going. So I went down here, and I did find the ones down there. So it suggests the others are going to be back in town somewhere. I suppose in a way it would have been okay if they said something like I said. But it also wasn't exactly, as you say, a big revelation for them, was it? Get those buffs in now while you can, please.
Keep a cool head.
I love how Fang was calling him pathetic and he just completely blanked her, ignored her, and came over and slapped lightning. He's like, I'll give you pathetic. But yeah, that's fair, Queen. As I say, that I've liked this more for the combat.
And
apart from the
getting started.
Apart from the boss fight tonight, the boss fight tonight was incredibly annoying. But as I say, it was I've not really paid. It's been less about the story and more about the actual gameplay. Which again, I suppose, is why people want to see potentially a remaster / remake for it, which has been rumoured for some time now. It's the what moment, Queen? What do you mean by that? It's the what moment?
Eat this.
I've not watched this since I was about 5, Queen. So the chances are I've seen it, but don't remember any of it. I know the film. I understand it's one of the many extremely dark kids' movies of the 1980s, along with the likes of Brave Little Toaster and the likes of The Land Before Time. It's in that kind of era, I believe. Oh, okay, Queen. Right, that makes a bit more sense now. So it shows up and then nopes out. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. As I say, I did definitely watch those kind of movies. Like I say, when I was a kid, I watched the likes of the Brave Little Toaster. I'll never forget. And that's the one that's always stuck with me. But I know that that movie, All Dogs Go to Heaven, is in the same kind of bracket. In that same case of, it's not really a kids' film. Much like Watership Down wasn't. Of course, when it comes to things going to heaven, I always remember Silicon Heaven. Well, of course there's a Silicon Heaven. Where would all the calculators go? And if you know what I'm talking about with that, you are a connoisseur of British comedy. Hang on, we've not got the debuffs in on him. I was just looking and I'm like, something's not right there. Nice one, Chris. I knew someone would appreciate it.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Right, so the question is, where are the rest of these parts? I wonder if one's in this atop this. There's one there, right there. I've just seen the red marker. Oh, never-ending story. I was thinking about ones that were more animated, but yes, the never-ending story. That is one of the most. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're spot on with that one, Avian. That one haunts people's nightmares. Of course, the problem with the never-ending story is it has an ending after 2 movies. Well, 3 movies, sorry. So it's wrong. It's not the never-ending story.
Easy.
If you watch that movie but don't remember anything about it, Queen, yeah, we might have to sort that out next month. We might have to change that. If you don't remember anything about that film, we might have to change that next month. Right, I get the feeling it's either going to be inside there or inside this one. So I'm going to quickly try in here first. Yeah, there it is. Spotted it. So this is a side quest that I didn't get around to finishing because I thought it would be for all the pieces seem to be leading away from there. And now that we've managed to get through the boss fight, let's have some fun with it. Marlium. Oh, I know. I remember that film, Avian. It suggests it's going to be a lot light-hearted than you think it is. Yes, come on. Oh. Yeah, Chris, I can understand that being an issue. I get it. I really do.
Just see your daddy now.
Right, so what we need to do is go back to the place where the robot was. And I think it was up the stairs here, actually. In fact, yes, it was. Yes, I've triggered a different kind of stream here now, haven't I, people? I've triggered a different kind of reminiscence here, so apologies for taking you all down this rabbit hole.
Thanks.
Now we're going for it. Come on. Let's take Vitala out while we can. Nice one. And now Devastation.
That's how it's done.
Why wasn't that one of my auto attack moves? Seriously, why? Why was that one not one of my auto attack moves? Oh, now, Queen, would I be that evil? No, don't answer that. That's a rhetorical question. Don't answer that. I say your stream was awesome last night, Chris. I say, don't forget, Friday night, Chris will be here live on Twitch playing Spyro the Reignited Trilogy. Do check that out. And of course, check out Queen 32 Times Let's Play Persona 3 Reload as well over on YouTube.
Hey, hey, look who's back.
Foxy, thank goodness.
You're a lifesaver, Saz.
Nah, it was just a quick tune-up. Don't mention it.
Is that it? Does it get us anything? You're a true Pulsian pioneer. But somewhere out there, long-forgotten equipment still waits to be found. The towering Adamantoise is the undisputed queen of the king of the steppe. Get too close and even a chocobo will turn tail and feather and run. 10 vials, the 2 ultra-compact reactors, a gold nugget, 5 vials of perfume, 3 platinum ingots, and an achievement for took over 10,000 steps on the lower world surface. Wait, what? What? That got me an achievement? Avian, come on. I very rarely get the chance to collect your tears. You get the rage all the time. It's not quite symbiotic at all. Right, so we're being told to go back onto the railway now, aren't we? Right, where's the nearest save point? It's going to be back this way. Oh, not that way, it's not. Where are you going, Lightning? Get some moving. Yes, Army of One, it seems, is... I won't say broken, but it certainly did a lot of damage. Let's get the charge in. Let's try and get that stagger bar up. Yeah, Avian, I remember when I was playing through Rule of Rose and you were dreading what might happen to Brown.
Hardly worth the effort.
Oh, that's a fair point, Avian, yeah. The track record isn't strong, is it?
Eat this! Thanks. Eat this!
Of course, I still remember when Chris got nuclear heat for a certain comment during the stream of Stray on YouTube. One particular scene. Come on, come on. Yay. No, no, no. Don't do that. Now, don't you remember, Chris, during the Stray stream, when the kitty fell down in Scar-like, and you called it the best part of the stream? I remember the nuclear heat on the follow-up in the chat. It did not go down well.
worth the effort.
No, it didn't, to be fair, because it didn't end the same way, but still. I remember the heat. It was funny to watch. Yeah, it'd be easy if we could get these moves in quickly. We need to get rid of those 3 arms because they are a nuisance to deal with.
Wide open. Eat
Right, time to start doing the debuffs on you. Perfect. Relentless Assault. Here we go. Ah. Okay, well that's irritating. Aragar is an annoying move. Purely because of the fact that it knocks your party off their perch. It's very, very frustrating. Question is, are we going to be able to take him out before anything happens there? Not this way, we're not. We're getting that. Oh, Lord. This guy's not going down, and the stagger bar is not filling either. We're in that really awkward, annoying phase. Someone just kill it, please. Thank you. Yeah, we still got a 5-star bonus, so it could have been worse. Okay, so we'll be able to quickly save our game, and I want to quickly visit the stores, purely because I've got some rather rare sounding items that might sell for quite a lot of money. All as reward for helping to fix the robot. Ah, Grave of the Fireflies. I know that one. That's actually really, really rough. Right, before I do anything, I just want to quickly check. Say I pick up one of these weapons, doesn't matter which. Yeah, it can be sold for a premium, can be sold for a premium, sold for a premium, sold for a premium. As that's a Moogle puppet, I don't want to get rid of it. That could actually be useful. Well, these 3 things here, the perfume, the ingots, they could be worth a decent amount of money. Let's see just how much they are worth. R&D depot, we're selling to you. Wow, the platinum ingot is worth 150,000 gil. Oh my god, yes. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. How many have I got? I've got 3 of them. I'm going to sell 2. I'm going to retain 1. Something... I always like to keep 1 in the bank, just in case it comes in handy. But we've now got some decent money, which means we might be able... $2 million? 2 million? Are you mad or are you mental? 2 million? Right, before I decide to spend any money on those ultra compact reactors, I'm going to need to do some recon. I don't even have 500,000, Queen. Let alone 1 million. I don't even have 500,000. Unless you can farm platinum ingots from somewhere, I've no idea how the hell you're going to buy those. How the hell are you going to buy that? Right, so let's take, for example, the taming pole. It's got a bonus of 1.75 at the moment, so I need to do something about that. And I'm thinking... fragrant oil. Right, that gives her a 2 times bonus. So, I happen to have one of these ultra compact reactors. I've got 2 of them. Oh, there they are. They're at the top. These retail for 50,000 gil. With a double bonus, they give us 96,000. Okay. Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. That's with 1. That's with just the 1. How high does this take her weapon? Here we go. Out of curiosity. Straight to max. Straight to the top. Done. But I think that that's a waste of a resource. Because she's already level 17, so I've got an even funnier idea. I'm going to quickly load my game. I've got another idea. We need to buy 2 things to make it work. Yeah, the resources haven't been easy to farm. That's very, very true. I agree with you there, Queen. The leveling up process could have been done better, in my opinion. Now, what I want is creature comforts, I think is the one I want. Ah, perfect. I'm going to buy a load of these. Sturdy bones. Now, the reason for that is quite simple. From memory, 36 of these will give you a triple upgrade. So out of curiosity, let's go for... So I need a weapon for somebody else. That one's a magic weapon. However, I am half tempted to go with the Heavenly Axis. So, let's go with the Sturdy Bones. So it's currently not got any multiplier at all. As you can see, it's now got a triple boost. And one ultra compact reactor gives us 144,000. This is level 1. It's gone straight to star. Just like that. Maxed out. So if you can get the ultra compact reactors, that's the way to level up your weapons. I've just proven it. So her current stats, she's got a level 17. You can see she's got a magic of 1045. And her strength is 749. By changing it to the Heavenly Axis, look at that. 811 and quadruple 1. Her magic goes through the ceiling. I'm half tempted to see if I might even use her because she's got Ravager, Saboteur, Medic. What she doesn't have is Synergist, which is what I really like to use. So she'd ironically be in place of Fang at the moment. But I might change my team and use her at some point. So I've just given you an idea. If you want to really, really go crazy with your items here, that's the way to do it. Yeah. I imagine getting one of the magic ones for Hope, for instance, so we can use all the elements could be very, very useful. But for now, what we want to do is carry on. We had a Resident Evil-esque lock camera then, people. I don't know why, but no matter. We made it through. He decided to go all Resident Evil from 1996 on us.
Thanks.
Take this.
Say Ruin is actually one of the better ways of taking these guys out. Ruin just, for whatever reason, just goes through them. I don't know why. It just does. Still disappointing that we weren't quick enough to get a better ranking than that. Out of curiosity, Crystarium points now, we're already back at 60,000. The problem is, our current skill trees are all like 12,000 to 18,000 Crystarium points to be able to learn new skills. So this is one where farming the Crystarium points is going to be absolutely critical. I was facing the opposite direction then, everything. I don't know why that didn't work. Oh well, no matter. I need to get haste, I need to get boost to give us a real chance here, because we need to get him staggered quickly, so... Yeah, this is our chance, keep it coming. One for yourself, Saz, come on. That'll do, thank you. Relentless Assault, here we go.
My fate. I control my fate. Out of my way.
Yes, staggered enemies plus army of one equals death. It seems. It's essentially kind of like a limit break, except you can spam it repeatedly. Takes all 5 ability bars to use, but you saw the amount of damage it outputted. It was ridiculous. How much damage would you like to do? Yes, all the damage, as much as possible. Are you going to fight me? Thank you. Okay, here we go. Well, we managed to fight a very annoying boss tonight, and we've also managed to complete a nice little side quest, which got us quite a lot of money. And I still have ingots in the bank, so if I do want to use them to level up weapons, I can. I imagine we could do the same for our armor and that as well, depending on what we've got. You saw how ridiculous it was for Vanille's, going straight from level 1 to max. The problem is I've not yet got the materials you need to actually modify the weapons. I think that one that's worth 2 million gil will change a weapon into its best form. Again, it's like, I get that. I understand it being a feature of the game, but I do think they could have made that a bit better. I think Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth showed that crafting isn't really needed in the Final Fantasy. It doesn't quite make sense. I've never quite understood the attractiveness to it, but what do I know? I might try and see what an end-fired version of Army of One's like.
Hardly worth the effort.
It didn't do too bad, I suppose. The big thing it did, though, was I think by using Army of One, it got her away from the Arogar move, which was brilliant. I'm with you, because I'm not the biggest fan of crafting. I don't mind the occasional parts to it, but I think sometimes it gets a bit silly. Some games take it just a bit too far. It's like part of the reason I didn't get into the Fallout games was all the amount of effort it took to get anything. And don't get me wrong, it's set in a nuclear apocalypse where there's nothing to eat and nothing to survive on. I understand why it's there. I truly get it. But I play games to get away from that. It's like why Metaphor Fantasio, as much as I like it, it really did not need a calendar system. It's a fantasy. I don't want to be time managing. Ah, so it'll take us back to Cocoon. So at this point, we leave Grand Pulse, people. Let's see what happens.
Even if we were chasing shadows, our minds were made up. We'd realized along the way that choice was the only thing we had left. Maybe we'd fall short. Maybe we'd never even come close. But someone, someday, would know we'd tried.
Oh, it's got an achievement. Defiled Destiny's charge and embanked on a different path. Well, embarked, not embanked. That makes it sound like I'm talking about a London tube train station, not embanked. Well, let's go on a really old slot that I'm definitely not going to go back to. There's no way I'm going to go back to that. Just in case I decide things don't work. Eden.
Your Eminence. It is time. The people await your address.
And so, we greet the new dawn.
People of Cocoon, my fellow citizens, we have survived the twilight and gather now to welcome the dawn of the day on which we decide our fate. Many are the lessons we have learned during our long night of hardship and sacrifice. And now we face choices. Choices which must be made as our hearts dictate and not abandoned to uncaring chance. Let us forge ahead with unflinching courage and honor the fallen with action. With these hands, we shape the future.
Is this F-Zero or Wipeout? Tonal shift game?
Yes. What the?
This better not happen at the F1 this weekend.
Close call. And the hero saves the day.
Probably should have covered that.
Intruders on the race circuit. Confirm post Lassine. All units respond with lethal force.
Hi there.
What the fuck is going on? Seriously?
Oh, I think we have a winner.
Now!
You're dead!
You first!
This shaky cam is unwatchable.
Stop that! I said stop that!
Block this.
I'd appreciate this more if it actually slowed down and the cameras weren't juddering every 5 fucking seconds.
Let's go!
Oh, I've got an icon fight. For God's sake, I hate these.
Hiya! Hiya! The storm is here!
Until next time.
Well, I normally hate those fights, but to be fair, that was surprisingly enjoyable. That one actually worked, and we got a Tesla turbine for that, and Sanctum Labs. And I think Sanctum Labs is likely to be a store.
What's that sound?
The cops, by the sounds of it.
Say again, Patrol, and speak clearly.
The army's at pulse. They're using transgates.
Transgates? How many coming through?
Numbers unconfirmed, but it's a full-scale invasion. Eden's being overrun.
We had to fly back and they just got walked through a portal. That's bullshit. Why did we have to go the long way round?
Kitty, protect Eden.
What are they? They're not animals!
Where'd they come from?
What are those things?
An army of creatures is attacking the city. It's a pulse invasion force. Your Eminence, we must evacuate.
So, Reigns, is this the cocoon you dreamed of?
My dream is but a Fal'Cie's fancy now. End it.
Okay. This isn't Persona 3, so why are you doing that?
King of idealism. Defeated blood and it howls for more!
The story's gone in that direction, people. I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
It looks like the cavalry's made their move.
There's more to it than that. They're saying Eden is crawling with post-nasties.
Fresh off the ark, I'd wager.
This is out of control. What'll happen to Cocoon?
It's all out war.
Did we cause this by coming back? Or Tantalus's prediction? It's all coming true.
Well, his future stops right here. We're the ones who decide what happens next.
Let's get moving.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, Chris, I mean, that and it looks like we have a fixed team here by the looks of it. Yeah, I have a fixed team. I can't change anybody, I don't think. Or can I? Oh, I can change my team. Cool, nice one. Get out. Give me back my team. Oh, and what do you know? It removes all of these again. I hate that. It's a stupid mechanism. I can't stand it. It's so annoying. It wasn't that one. Was it Commando Command? No, it was offensive screen. It wasn't Ravager Ravager, was it? No. Ah, that's protection. I've already got that one in there, so it was a different one I had. Entourage. We'll try that one. But there's one I had that was Bully. I had one called Bully, and I can't remember which one it was. I think it was... Might have been Commando... That was the one, yeah, Bully. And then finally I had one which was an all-out attack one, which was... Aggression. Yeah, I like that one. That's a good name. We'll go with that. Yes, and as for is Sid dead? Apparently he is, yes. Changing my team without my say-so. Who do you think you are? Oh, I was looking for the save point, and it's right there. So meantime then, this laboratory store, I'm guessing it's a store, so let's quickly check it. Oh, Sanctum Labs, there we go. Production of next generation combat gear. And will not be detected by the military. Let's see. Your access trail has been concealed by the Fal'Cie from the very start. Okay. And we can buy basically 3 rings, and they're all extremely expensive. Call that way too little, way too late. Anything back this way? Any loot or anything? Because I just realised, check it out. Do you like the view, people? Let me get you a better shot for you. Oh yeah, there we go. Check out that view, peeps. How much do you like the thought of standing there? Aerosmith style, living on the edge. That's it's more my style, isn't it, now I think about it? If you know, you know. Well, if you guys are supposed to intimidate me, it's not working. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Next. Seriously, you don't scare me. Next, thank you. Will people please stop bombing the platform? It's really inconvenient. Kindly
Everywhere you look.
stop dropping the bombs. Ah, there's loot there. I'm gonna grab that loot. Yes, we're under fire and there's bombs going off. I don't care. I'm getting the loot. No one takes loot away from me. Not even you who's swarming around fighting. Come on.
That's how it's done.
Another 4,500 Crystarium points. That's fantastic. And what's inside the helmet then? Ah! Lionheart! Wait, what? And it looks like it has not only... It has quick stagger. However, it does say... Debrave resistances are down as well. So that's the only issue. It would cause us that, but I'll tell you what, it's time to find out. Let's go back to the save point. I want to see if I can upgrade this using my tactic. Because it could well be worth switching weapons out instead of the Horticlar, which we have so far. No, it's not the glowing sword, but it is the Lionheart in this game, believe it or not. We have found one. It exists. Before we expend any save data on this, and before we cause ourselves any problems... no, didn't want to do that. I wanted to upgrade. Will it work for the Lionheart? So first of all... where are you? Study bone. Thank you. Yeah, we've got a triple bonus. And an ultra compact reactor. Guess there's 120. I think that's the one I wanted. The ultra compact compactor. The ultra compact reactor, even. So it's level 1. It's gone straight to level star. The question is, how much, assuming it even is, better than the original? It's later in the game, so it should be. But surprisingly, no. The one thing it does have over the Edge Carbine and the Horticlar is it has quick stagger. Instant staggering of enemies near their stagger threshold. Has a decent drop in power, though. I'll give it a try, see if it's any good. I might be disappointed by this. It might be a disappointment. And if it is, then so be it. I can always reload the save.
Didn't even break a sweat.
No, it didn't. You're not wrong. I love how we're just like running on the edge of the world and no one cares. Apart from these enemies who want to fight us. You're welcome to. You're welcome to fight me if you like. We can't possibly get past that that tiny little barrier there. Oh, no, 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 no. We can't do that. That would be ridiculous. I was thinking then, why couldn't I select that move I like of Lightnings, and then I realised I'm not in Ravager form. I need to be a Ravager to be able to use Army of One. Can't use Army of One when I'm not in the wrong state, not in the wrong bleeding paradigm for it. Right. Ah. He's doing loops. Oh, we have the chance to quick stagger it quicker.
Thanks. I control my field.
That was effective. Yes, Lightning's ultimate attack, Army of One. Do you like to spam your enemies to death? Oh, you do? Well, we've got the move for you then. Do you eschew any form of honor and fair play? Oh look, anything goes to win. Fantastic! All you need to do is use this move. And I am shameless in my application of it. Hey, we found some money. Why can't we find more chests like that throughout the game? So this is one of the more frustrating games to play in that respect. Being able to actually find cash has been somewhat awkward. And we're now on a very linear route. By the way, is it just me or is that Balam Garden there in the background? Literally right in the centre of the screen, left and lightning. Tell me that's not Balam Garden. What it's doing here, I don't know. Maybe there's some new theory that Cocoon is the evolved version of S-Star or something. I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, I don't know about this.
If only we could fly.
We can jump.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Nothing to it! See you ground side.
What the f-
You're all crazy.
Don't want to get left behind, do you? Just remember, don't drop the gizmo.
Wait, what? Don't drop the gizmo? What gizmo?
Okay.
What the you shouldn't base jump without parachutes. Or an idea. Or a landing path. Or control. Wait, what the f- I know this is a fantasy and all, but how is this possible?
You could have won me.
That's how they get around on Cocoon.
That's how light gets around.
No, she doesn't. I wasn't doing that all game, and it made the game way fucking easier.
Right.
I have zero clue what the hell
Don't
just
remember
happened.
inviting you.
I've no idea what the hell just happened, people. Chris, you say it's magic. It's a magic I don't understand. Let's leave it at that. Whatever it was, it worked. Let's leave it at that. We're on the engine. We're on the chapter called Start Your Engines. Now, is there any loot back here? Oh, boo. But now we're back in the corridors by daytime, people. Yeah, they all carried a Gotterdammerung. Yeah, that's it. Come on, then. Let's see just what we can deal with here. Well, that seemed effective. I think I'm going to paradigm shift in a second. But first, do a little more damage while we can. Now's the time. Let's go for it. I'm not gonna waste my time going after these guys and doing a scan. I'm not wasting my points on that. Sod off. A measly 3-star ranking. We got a credit chip though, so that's good. What I really want are incentive chips. If you find loads of them, that's an easy way to make money. Come on then. Let's go again. Ah, we've got someone using that, are we? Okay. Yeah, sod off. Oh no, you're not dying yet. No. I'm getting my numbers up.
Easy.
Now, if we're playing Final Fantasy X, you'd have just seen a flurry of overkill there. But we're not playing Final Fantasy X. Ah, here we go. We got new versions of the Cerberus characters. Probably in our advantage here to actually find out what they've got. And it's ice and water. Okay. Let's get some. Now we've got speed. This gives us a chance. Let's go for it.
How about some of this?
Oddly enough, they don't seem to be that affected by it. That's surprising. And they also, their stagger bar depletes very quickly. I will say that they don't get staggered very easily. Luckily, whoever it was that decided to throw Aragar didn't affect us, so that's kind of helpful. Unless that's one of us spamming Aragar, and if that's the case, then cool. Because it's making it impossible for them to do anything. Excellent. I wasn't sure we were going to make that. We got 3 chipped fangs. Yes, we chipped their teeth and ripped out their mouths, people. I mean, they said the corridors in this game are quite restrictive. This is making it even worse. It's like if you can go across a quarter of the path. Oh no.
Stay sharp! Move! Through here! Station secured! Cavalry, stand down! Eden's under our jurisdiction.
Okay. Well, they're not going to let us through, so we're going to have to go for it. Come on, then. Let's see what you got. And now we're going to die. Because I've openly challenged them. I've asked them to show me what they've got, which means they're going to go, oh, with pleasure, and cause me all kinds of problems. It's how the game works. It's that case of you opened your big mouth and everything's going to go wrong. You know what I mean? Hearing that guy sounds like he's trying to throw up.
That's how it's done.
Well, if that was their best shot, then they're in serious trouble there, Avian, because I absolutely rinsed them. Now, it looks like we need to go in there to activate this, but is there any chests back here?
Not that way.
I was looking for loot, Saz. Don't tell me what to do. What is this, like an elevator? A portal? No, we've gone onto the highway. Okay.
So the cavalry's here to,
They're here for Orphan. If it's close to the Fal'Cie Eden, they're probably headed for the heart of the Sanctum.
Right. And if they destroy it, bad things are gonna happen.
So long, Cocoon.
Then we better get there before they do.
Damn
Yeah.
straight.
Uh-oh.
Let's move!
Oh, it's a behemoth. And it does not look happy to see us. Okay, quickly, let's find out what your weakness is. Right, it appears that it's mostly a tank, so we just need to cause as much debuffing and attacking as possible. Okay.
Thanks.
Normally, I attack these enemies from behind and get the initiative. We don't have the option here. So I just need to get Saz to get all the buffs and debuffs, all the buffs out as much as possible. But I might switch it so that we got the debuffs as well from Fang.
Appreciate it.
Right, let's go for relentless assault while we can. Hit it with everything we've got and... right, hang on. Suddenly we're absolutely rinsing it, and I don't know why. Oh, the moment we start doing that, it goes, yeah, no, I'm not having that. Which I can understand, to be fair. Yeah, we need to try and stagger it with magic if we can. If we can, great. If not, then we're just going to have to try and do a lot of damage to it. Yeah, the great thing about that move is it seems to take it away from doing anything. It kind of stun locks it. That's the main advantage of this move, Army of One. See what I mean? We just interrupted this attack. So even if it's not doing a lot of damage, it's protecting us from anything else. Fantastic. No spoils though. Boo. What the hell are they?
Not with an attitude like that, we won't.
Are we in a gauntlet here?
I'll make short work of you.
Ah, no, we're not in a gauntlet. Oh, there's a few random people sat at the side of the road. Interesting. Right, I'm going to see if I can get through this area to the next save point. Because that'll get us a roundabout time for the end of the street. Where are you going? Oi! Get back behind the car and stay safe. In fact, speaking of... Oh, are you serious? I can't possibly use all that space there, can I? All because I was going to try and sneak up on them and get the initiative game. You know what? Fine. Right, I'll quickly see if I've got any information on these ones. And I do, so we can just get straight into it. Weakness is lightning and fire. Okay. Nice one. We have an end fire, so that's really good news. That absolutely wrecks them. We'll have Ruingar, and attack. With Protect down, like Deep Protect, Lightning does an absolute shed load of damage to them, like 47,000. That's insane. Excellent, okay. Yeah. We've got a bigger crowd, and it looks like there's another behemoth at the end as well. Oh, beautiful. Right. No messing around. We need to get into all-out attack mode quickly here.
You asked for it.
They're almost staggered. If we can hit them with some big moves, we'll cause all kinds of damage. Let's not mess around. So we're going to quickly go back to bully mode. See if we can get us some extra speed.
Thanks.
Speed and buff moves. What we need here. Lightning's launch is less how can I put it? It looks less effective than Fang's. Fang's like uppercut with the staff is just incredible. Meanwhile, my computer processor is now screaming in agony at the overload that's being put through it. I think she just did 97,000 damage then to one enemy. And a load of extra Crystarian points. Now we got 7,000. But now we're going to face a really tough challenge. A mixture of enemies. Behemoth King. We need to get the Behemoth King off the battle quickly. Oh, damn it. I accidentally just healed the boss. Didn't mean to do that. No one to blame but me for that one. Right, now we can switch back to bullet. Because we need to get the buffs, we need to get as many of these things as we can. Keep them coming, Saz.
Thanks.
So far we're holding our own, so we just want to keep it going. Ooh, blitz, that could be helpful, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, damn it. Lightning's dead. Nothing I could do. She got pinned. They just kept on attacking her. There was nothing I could do. They managed to use daze. That was the issue. They managed to use that daze move, the one that was being used by the boss. That's just RNG. Not much you can do when that happens. Because she was over 2,000 health, and then next thing she was dead. That's really, really irritating. So in that case, we'll just do that way. Thank you. That'll do. I don't have to kill them all. I can just run past them. So that's what happens when you have a large group with a tanky enemy. They sometimes have problems with balancing the enemy parties for that reason. Here we go. We fought one of them before. On Grand Pulse, I think they're weak to lightning, if I'm not mistaken. They certainly look familiar anyway. Yeah, I was right. Weaknesses are lightning and wind. So let's get some debuffs into play, and then we'll go from there. Bit of an odd performance then. Some of the attacks were doing like fantastic and others not. Right, okay. Since you're not gonna allow me to do my usual moves on you, I'm just gonna rinse you instead with this stuff. Let's go. Nice, perfect timing. Oh. We went from doing 9,000 damage to 65,000 damage. No complaints, I'm just bewildered by that. The scale, in terms of that respect, is a bit mental. Now... right, I see. I wasn't following the map. The minimap's there telling me you can't go this way, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna go this way. Here we go. Here they come. Here come the bastards. And they've seen us. Not much we can do about that. So let's just isolate and attack as best we can. Just trying to get a bit more of the buffs into play, because if we can, it'll make things easier. Let's say the ice-based attacks are beautiful. Thanks to Ruben, he was a bit screwed then. Nah, I'm not having this. I'm not having this, it's getting on my nerves. Oh, he's already dead. Boo. I had that all set up to absolutely ravage it, and then they went, nah, he's already dead. He's gone. Your game's over, Lightning. Put the folding sword down. I might have some fun. Put the folding sword down. Yeah, they're not going to be possible to ambush. They keep on going into a formation where they just cover off all their angles. It doesn't help that the what's it called, the dogs are going in such a quick turnaround. So I mean, I attacked them clearly from behind, but there was nothing to stop them from seeing me, which is just irritating. Oh, that worked alright, that wasn't too bad.
You're
Right, we need to do something about those guys at the back. I'm not happy with them. Take out the defenders. I'm not having these guys shooting us all fucking day. I've got better things to do than that.
Thanks.
Also, I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not a fan of this game having the protagonist, the leader falls, the battle ends, the game ends. I find that really pathetic. It doesn't fit the game's mechanic at all.
Change of plan.
There we go. Your history now, pal. More incentive chips too, so that's cool. That's very, very... wrong key. Yeah, round the side. Okay. Ah, we have some loot. What happens when I try to get it? Let's find out. Oh, look. A red behemoth appears. Now, interestingly... I'm not quite sure what the point of that is, but okay. We can jump on there for some reason. Okay, we has the initiative. Who is the proto behemoth? Let's just hit it with everything. Who does she think she is? Cloud Strife doing Omnislash in Advent Children? Am I the only one who just saw that then? And if I'm right, he's just giving himself a full heal. Right, before we do anything, need to do some healing here because I'm, yeah. Oh, he's dead. Okay, fine. Yeah, anyway. That worked. So, what's in this chest? We have got... Ah, the Otishvrani. I've no idea what that means. It's probably some word from some kind of culture, but I don't recognize it. But with that literally 1 minute to... In fact, we've literally just ticked over, according to my wristwatch, to the 11 o'clock time. That is where we're going to wrap things up for tonight. Do not forget that on Friday evening at 8 PM BST, you can catch Chris JT 1985 on his channel here on Twitch, playing through more of Spyro Reignited. On Saturday, Nerdy Hound and I will be playing through The Simpsons Hit and Run a bit further on the Saturday evening, 8 PM BST as well. You can also check out Queen32's channel over on YouTube, doing more of the Persona 3 Reload and many old school Let's Plays. Do check those out. They're very well edited, very funny, and better than the stuff I would come up with. So for that is where we're going to wrap it up for tonight. So until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. And yes, that boss was Vintage Rage. I know.